Hi everyone, welcome and thank you for stopping by. I have an envelope journal I would like to share with you today. I made this one the same way, or practically the same way I did make the other two envelope journals that I shared on my channel already. I'll leave a link to them below if you want to check them out as well. This was a bubble wrap envelope, and I covered it in book paper and sheet music. Here you can see the sheet music and the text of the book pages. And then I covered it in napkins and some inked kitchen roll. I used Tim Holtz Distress Collage Medium. This stuff. I really like this. It's very smooth. It goes on very nicely. It doesn't tear the tissue paper because it's not that tacky when you apply it. And the smooth finish that it leaves, I really like that. I wish you could feel it. It's very nice to the touch. Where is my measuring tape? I don't know where my measuring tape is, so I can't really tell you what the measurements are on this because I forgot to measure it before I start. Oh, found it. When closed, this one measures 5 inches wide and 8 inches tall. Almost 8 inches tall. And I created a loop to close it that goes through an eyelet here. And with this one, I actually did not stitch the signature into the spine, but I created something that's almost like a traveler's notebook that has an elastic where you can actually take out the whole signature so it can be replaced when it's full. And I could just make a new one, and there you can see, I don't know, can you see that? The bubble wrap envelope. Okay, so now let's look inside this. I stuck a die cut wildflower that I had left over from some other things. This is some handmade paper that my mother-in-law made when she was in kindergarten school. She learned to be kindergarten. Actually, she never worked in the kindergarten, I think, but she went to kindergarten school. And a while ago, she gave me her project folders where she had collected all sorts of tutorials and instructions from craft books and magazines and all that sort of stuff, and she had collected them so she would know what she could do with the kids in kindergarten. Excuse me. And she didn't need them anymore, so she gave them to me, and there were lots and lots of pretty things in there, and some of them I used in this journal. So I suppose she hand stamped this paper and carved the stamps herself. It looks like lino cut to me. Then I used some of my mop-up paper. This is also a paper cut that I found in these folders that she made. A piece of a picture from the encyclopedia that I'm still in the process of taking apart. Some cloud vellum. Some colored paper, also with the encyclopedia pictures on them. I stitched some lace. I also got the lace from my mother-in-law. This is going to be a Mother's Day present for her. I thought she might like that. Then there's some music paper because she is really very much into music. Here's a butterfly. I cut it out with the border so that it looks like a sticker, but I actually cut this out of a book page. These were as well from her project files. I don't know exactly what they were for. I think they were supposed to be templates for drawing something or maybe stitching something. I don't know exactly, but I really like the look of them. There's some vintage nature book pages with the flowers and some more lace. Then I folded over some of the excess paper to create side pockets. I left them empty because I want her to fill it. And there's another picture. Some gift wrapping paper. I used some ribbons and trims that I also got from my mother-in-law. And I tucked the fabric flower in there. Then I taped some of the some cloud images that I also found in the encyclopedia to create some flip outs. These were I used a lot of my mop-up papers, the ones that I save from inking and spraying things. Another vintage book page and a little doily. I think this is actually tatted. It's not crochet. It's a tatting. If you don't know what that is, then Google it. It's really quite cool. It's a way of making trims and lace type things. Then there's another fold out. I had to put a paper clip on this because it keeps popping up. Then there's a page from the encyclopedia with instruments, and I stitched that on to create a large pocket. And there's an envelope in there that's folded from one piece of letter-sized paper. And I really like the way of folding this. And when I watch, I really like to watch like period dramas, like Jane Austen movies or something. And sometimes when I look closely, I can see that when they get letters, they are not actually in an envelope, but the letter is folded so that when you peek inside, like it would be sealed, the flap would be sealed with the wax seal, but it's folded in a way that even if you peek inside, you can't see what is written. And I really like that, and I really like the idea that people who would not be able to afford to buy envelopes or something would write their letter on a sheet of paper and then fold it over in a similar way to this to make sure that no one could peek inside and read what you've written. I really like this trim. It's really, really pretty. There's another wildflower, some more of that gift wrapping paper. I really like that watercolor look and the text that is on it. And there's lots of space to write, and there's some, I don't know what these were supposed to be, but these were also in the folders, the project folders. I think they were supposed to be like hanging decorations that you made from like string or something, but I kind of really like the way they look. There's some more of that hand-stamped, hand-carved stamped paper, and a larger paper cut that I attached to flip out. Another book page, and some more lace. This page is also from the encyclopedia, and it is of like traditional costumes from various areas in Germany. Like this is from the Black Forest, and this is near Hamburg, and I really like them. And my mother-in-law is very much into like folk dance and stuff like that, so I thought these might be interesting to her because, you know, for folk dancing you wear traditional costumes. So, and on the other side there's just a page with roses, Really like this page. That was some colored paper from my stash. It was already, like, somebody had already cut something out of it, and I just left it like that. Here's another cloud flip out. I backed all of these encyclopedia images with some of the leftover paper. Some butterfly paper. There's a walnut image. I really like this stamp. These eyes are really cool. I took pictures of these before using them in the journal, so I could maybe, make some printables out of them. There's an envelope in the center of the signature, and there's the elastic that holds it all together. And in here I have a fabric leaf, row of houses, a piece of acetate with washi tapes that she can use to stick things into her journal, and also from the project folders. I think this is like an embroidery hoop, and you just, like a dream catcher in a way, you just kind of wrap yarns and strings across like a spider's web and then fill in the areas with weaving techniques or something like that. I really like the way this looks. And it could be colored in. Really like these old pictures, drawings. I think these the people who draw the illustrations in these vintage guidebooks and field guides and things like that, they must have been so like skilled just to draw things like that. It's incredible, I think. So much work and skill goes into those drawings. There's another empty pocket, a ribbon, flag, and there's another one of those, I don't know what these were, template things or inspiration things. There's another cloud. There are the roses again. And there are some more traditional costumes. This is Bavaria. Like, these are from Bavaria. I don't know if they still look like that though. The encyclopedia is from the 70s. And even traditional costumes, like, they change a little bit over time. I know from where I live, we have our own traditional costume as well. And not that long ago, actually, they kind of updated that. They got a designer to kind of come up with a new version of it, or an updated version, let's say. And then here is a cloud, sunset image that kind of matches the whole spread. Really like that one. That's so pretty. There's another wildflower and another fabric flower tucked into the fabric tab. Then there's another pocket that had already some text on it that I didn't want, so I glued that butterfly on top of it. And there's acorns. There's another one of the beautiful paper cuts. I thought it might be nice to actually include things that she made herself years ago in the journal that I would be really happy about her using. Like, if I already made my mother-in-law a journal a few years ago for a trip to China, and At first she was rather skeptical and thought she might not have time to use it, and then she started using it and apparently really enjoyed it because she almost ran out of space and started writing smaller and smaller and smaller so she would have enough room to write about all the things that they did and saw and experienced and what they ate and stuff like that. So I thought it was really high time to make her a new one. And I hope she will enjoy using it just as much as the travel journal, even though she's not traveling at the moment. So I thought it might be nice to include some things that she actually collected herself and made herself. And I know she's very much into gardening. That's why I included the all of the flower and plant images. And there's another piece of that beautiful lace. I really like this image. This shows what happens when you basically tilt the flower pot and the flower keeps, like the plant keeps growing, but will redirect itself upwards. I thought that image was really funny. And there's again the stuff about music. This is about the various keys. And I backed that again with some leftover paper. And then there's the large back pocket, of course. And it just closes with the loop around. Like that. I really like how it turned out. I really enjoyed making it, and I really hope that my mother-in-law will like it and use it and be happy with it. And when she's used it up, I can just make a new signature for it and she can keep using the cover. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, comment, whatever you like to do. And I hope you will have a very nice day. Bye.